Alright, hello, welcome to City Gamer 2.0, and today we're going to be playing Slay the Spire 2. I will preface this with, I do absolutely love a bunch of different card games, and I've played a bunch of different card games, but I've never really been a draft player. It's not that I can't do it, it's just that, I don't know, I prefer to do more constructed stuff where I build my own deck and I kind of, create the consistency within it. Um, it is a little bit more difficult whenever it comes to, you know, drafting my own cards and trying to do things like that. But, let me see here. Let's see if I can turn this up just a little bit. Just to make it a little bit more, clean here. There we go. Alright. So I have played quite a bit, actually. I have made it to the top with every single one of the characters, some a little bit more than others, such as with the defects, but I don't know, I kind of like different playstyles for different characters. So, not super great at this, to be 100% honest. I don't have like a positive win rate or anything, but I do enjoy playing it, and I do enjoy kind of doing some runs with it. So let's go ahead and start out with the Necrobinder. We'll do the Leafy Poultice. Alright, well, nothing super great. Sleight of Flesh is actually pretty good. The Wisp, though, is not fantastic. And we're going to be short on damage and some cards. Let me see here. How do I want to take my path? I'm not starting out with like a bunch of money, so going with a bunch of merchants probably isn't the best idea. But there's a couple of things I can do. I can basically start this way, get at least 4 card rewards that we can pick from, grab another card reward after rests, hit a question block before we kind of continue on, and then from there we can choose if we want to go up or to the right. This way, either way, we have to fight an elite, or I could take this way, which gives us more question blocks, and then we can fight an elite, or we can go for a question mark depending on where we're at. And it looks like we are doing the fish. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Well, this is actually kind of useless right now, so let's just kind of stop a little bit of the damage coming in. Nice thing is with the constant summon 1, we do get basically regenerating health for, let's see, alright. I can't really kill this turn. At least do a little bit of buffing, and then we'll get the Unleash. And strong. It's a little bit of health. I guess Melancholy. Good for multiple enemy fights. Not so good if it's by itself, though. Yeah, it's just gonna die there. But whenever anyone dies, that does include Otzi as well. Interesting. So summon 5. Do some damage. Block. Strike. 2 block. Protect as much of my health as I can. Actually, I'm gonna do this, and then punch him for a bunch. No damage, but at least give him a little bit more hit points. Defend, and then random parts of the discard pile or deal 52 damage. We're gonna go with Defy. Because we do have the card that deals damage whenever we fight a debuff. We're gonna just take all this damage here. Six block and 5. Strength potion. I don't know. I guess we could do bone shards, because bone shards is going to make it to where I get to have him die for free, but then I'm kind of leaving myself kind of open to damage at that point. That triggers. I probably should have done that. No, wait, no. It just applies weak. It doesn't apply. It just applies weak. It doesn't apply weakness or vulnerability. We did get 1 defend, but this is 1 skill. So I'll keep both of those. I have 1 way to do damage, so they're gonna throw out 16 this turn. So I can. Oh, no, can't. Great. Oh, lots of guys again. I'm gonna take another 8 damage. Good, okay. And this is the turn, so that's just gonna be okay. Can deal 9 damage. Increase it. I guess I'll do this. Oh, really? It doesn't. Alright, I guess it doesn't kill him. Great. Yep. Oh, 0. Well, all I gotta do is just finish him off and I'm good. Alright, got it. Sweet. Well, I guess we can kind of keep going in on this, because it's more block. Definitely need to rest. The ship. At least get that out so that when we... Okay, well, he's not attacking this turn, so... Nice. Summon 5, pick it back up. Punch for... So, game 4 well. 4 block and fly 1 week. And I can also do this. 9 damage. Another Holly for 1. 15 damage, and I'm not going to have nearly enough block to stop all of this. Stop as much as I can, but... Yeah, 8 damage. Well, I can... Don't have enough. I'm going to take 2 points of damage here. I've only got 1 ethereal card right now. I'd rather go with the more block and apply 7 Doom, because again, with this effect I can deal damage just by applying Doom. I'm gonna take the 1 out of 5 here. Lowering my strength by 2 to get an additional 1 every turn. If I'm going for as much status effects, I mean, that doesn't really hamper the 9 damage that I can do, because I'm not actually doing the damage. Getting another Melancholy, though, it's also really good, because this allows me to start moving blocks pretty reliably out of the deck. Go with this, because it still applies block. I think it's cheaper. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough for any relics. Start with out of defend. Don't have enough to really. Don't have enough Doom. I've got 1 card that dooms, so this is a pretty much 1 for 6 block, like 95% of the time. Getting beat up pretty badly, so I might want to go hit this rest stop and then see about possibly removing another card. Could go this way though, because that's 2 fights followed by another rest area after a question mark. I'm gonna do that. And great, something for potions. I don't have any potions right now, so that doesn't help me at all. Okay. Play 6 Doom to a random enemy. That's actually going to be really helpful. So that is a debuff. The thing is I won't be able to remove anything, but that's fine. And also take Blade Strike, because that also applies to him. So this I'm going to give me summon and defend, because that'll take me above where I need to be. Alright, we did finally get Sleight of Flesh. So we'll go ahead, we'll put that on. There we go. Takes him down low enough to where it's going. Yep, take him out. Discard pile into the hand. It's pretty good. Gain 7 block, add a copy of this card into your discard pile. That's kind of nice. Deal 4 damage, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Or play Aim or Doom. Well, I guess we can take the Aim or Doom. We can actually start removing some strikes now, because now I actually have relatively nice damage. Everyone, I did it to a random enemy, and summon buff up the health a little bit. So I will take, I'm gonna do 8. So it'll take all my block plus 5, or 3 of his health, so half of his health. The other 3, so I'll take 3 damage altogether. Don't have enough to really take anyone out right now. Can at least get some block here. Could have brought back bone shards to make melancholy 1 cost, but we'll wait for that now. So I'm going to take 1 damage here. Alright, nice. So... there we go, that's 1 dead. That should be at the end of their turn, so I should get this done for my turn. Yeah. No, that's not really going to do anything. I need to use it though, because if I don't, it just goes away. Good. So they're no longer going to be stunned, but he's going to die immediately. I'm just going to restun. And Melancholy is now free. That. Summon him. I'd block. But he's dead. Draw. Don't really need anything from there, so we're just gonna skip that. So I gain 1 energy and draw 2 cards. This guy's a little bit annoying because he is just going to stop my first instance of Doom. Does some damage to him, but like a little bit of Doom. 6 block, apply 1 weak. Bone shards and resummon. So it's 15 block and 5 health frequency. And I got no block other than Melancholy. Alright, that's fine. So next round I just need to protect myself enough for him to die from the Doom. Which I should have that. turns. Play a card in your hand. Actually, I kind of like that. We'll take that. This. Or we add a card that contains block to your deck, enchant it with Nimble. Exhaust your hand, draw 10 cards. Yeah, I've already got, like, reduced hit points, so I guess we'll do this. Guess we'll discard this, and I can take that. So the fish is actually kind of nice because we're going to get to throw some Doom on him instead of having to deal hit point damage. Great. Bunch of block. I guess just end right there. That to get that. Play this to replay that. Double doom him. Good, that's 6 block. And do this. That other package should actually show up now. So, play that, get that out of my hand, do this, so that every turn he's going to get 6 Doom and also take 9 damage. There we go. Need more Doom, 9 more damage. Back in once he explodes, you get 9 or 13 or more. That's break him up onto his skull. Throw that out. Sweet. 5 more. Good. Alright. Yeah, I just need to survive at this point because he's taking 9 damage every turn and taking 6 doom every turn. So now we're gonna do that, free, that, and then he's dead. Doesn't matter that he's in 10. Alright, got him. Kind of like Necromastery. Because 7-5, whenever Otzi loses HP, all enemies lose that much HP as well. Seems pretty good. Not sure how the self-destruct for Otzi is going to work with that. Two common, 2 uncommons, and 1 rare. Start of each turn, add luminescence to your hand, or start of each combat. So it's free 2 extra energy for a turn. 10 damage, deals additional damage equal to Otzi's max HP. That is good, but I don't know, I think I kind of want this one, because it does have retain, so I don't have to use it, like, immediately. Hitting the merchant's probably going to be a big thing, because it's going to let me remove something out of the deck. And there's only 3 merchants altogether. But I guess I can go this way, grab the merchant, keep going, get a couple of rests, but I will have to fight an elite before hitting the knowledge demon. That's worth it, I guess. Oh, this guy. This, that. Play that. 12 doom. Play both of these to get the 13 block. So I'm only taking 4 damage. Necromastery. And more doom. Because now he's getting 12 doom per turn. Bone Shatter. Okay, yeah, so it does work. So whatever his current HP is how much damage it does. Oh no, he's got my 9 damage whenever debuff is applied. Sorry. There we go. Alright, a weak potion. Let's see what we get. Apply 21 doom and 1 weak to all enemies. That is actually really helpful. Parse is also really good. It lets me dig a little bit more. I guess we'll take Parse. Digging is always helpful. Whenever you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. How many powers do I actually have? 2, 3. I've only got 3 powers, so that's not really going to help me out all that much. I'll get the 48 gold because we're going to the merchant anyway. Not great. Can't do this. Get a strikeout. Get synergy back by 13 block. That's gonna save Otzi and all my hit points. Let's go ahead and force. Deal 9 damage to all of them. And I can turn around and also deal some damage to them as well. There we go. Gonna take 3 hit points of damage, that's fine. One's gonna die. And defend, and bodyguard. Could also strike one, but they're not gonna actually die until at the end of the turn. Guess we're gonna do this. Block. I'm gonna take 8 damage. Alright. Put 2 souls into my hand. It's pretty nice. Deal 17 damage. Deal 10 damage, add retain to your hand. No, we'll skip that. I don't have enough soul cards to actually make that worth it. Seance is good. First, let's go ahead, take out a strike. I think I'm doing pretty good on striked blocks. Because currently I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I got more blocks than 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 blocks out of 20 cards, meaning I should get at least 1 block per hand. I've got a couple of summons. My curve is actually pretty low. Most things are only 1 cost. I do have 1 resource generator. I guess you can take a second resource generator. Should make it a little bit easier to kind of get stuff moving at certain points. You can do a second merchant. Just have to hope for possibly... Okay, so this is a fight, so this will give us a little bit more money. Take him up to 9 hit points. Only 9. So I'm doing 9 damage to him every turn, plus 6 doom. Transfigure this. So now it's... Boom. Okay, we're good. He can block all he wants, he's just gonna die at the end of the turn. Another Blight Strike. First attack each turn deals 50% additional damage. That's nice, but it's not what I'm going for right now, so we're gonna kind of skip over that. 106. I don't think that's going to be enough to actually get me another card, so we can just go this way. Deal 50% more damage but lose 2 HP, or choose a card to transform. I'll do the transform because then I can take something out that I don't need, like possibly a strike. Another wisp. Okay, more resource generation. Actually works out well for me. Take the rest. And then I can actually hit this and upgrade a card here, and we can kind of progress this way, and I can skip some of the elites. At the start of each boss fight, heal 25 HP. That's actually very nice. I will take that. ahead, split the card. Summon 8, that's all that it changes. Not really worth it. Deal 13 damage, it's pretty good. Apply 9 Doom. So I can basically make it mirror so that it applies 9 Doom and it deals 9 damage with the Sleight of Flesh. You want to do that. So it's basically 18 hit points from both sides. We'll take the 9 damage. Remove the last... Actually. You remove a defense out of the deck. Defense is actually better than strike, because at least you're protecting hit points. Alright, well, this is what we're gonna do. Doom and Sleight of Flesh. In essence, I can draw cards. Since he's not attacking this turn. I can either do 8 damage, or I can set up all these melancholies for when I redraw them. Which I'm sure it'll allow me to set them up later, because this guy's annoying as hell. Alright. So I'm going to want to throw out my block first, because summon is not affected by decreasing of my my stuff. So can't throw out the weak potion. I think I'll do. We have more potions. So I can basically make a Wisp to where I can get 2 copies of it and spend 1 energy for 2 free energy. This one first. Do that. Oh, well, maybe Wisp. He will die, but looking pretty good. Let's parse. Negative 6. Now all I need to do here is basically just reduce as much damage as I can. Alright, already got a Heart of Iron. Skip that. There's nothing in there that I really want to take right now. Just parse immediately. Let's see here. Gain 7 plating. Increase the number of souls. Cards in hand. Got 3 additional resources. Let's go ahead and pop both of those now. Drink that. Draw some cards. 1 extra defend. This should take me to the maximum hand size. That, get 13 block. Thing is that getting him more damage is actually going to be a little bit less helpful, because these guys are always going to take exactly 9 damage anyway. I don't lose any HP that turn. Go ahead, Sleight of Flesh. No Wisp, because I can do this. destroyed. There we go. There we go. All right. Retain and exhaust. That's actually pretty good. That's just free resource generation. Yeah, we'll take that. Weaken him. Do this for bodyguard, because that'll give him 10 additional HP. Essence. There we go. So I won't take any damage this turn. Do this. Yeah. Cards. Deal 9 damage to all of them. Give 1 back. I'm gonna go ahead and just drink the plating. It's gonna give me 7 armor. It's gonna basically protect me from him. I'm gonna take 8 damage. I can also take him out. This. Got 9. Oh yeah, so I'm fine. So we do that. No HP loss. Good. Now I can do this. 9 damage to both of them. 13 block. Just block, I guess. Guy in the back is dead. Alright, guy in the front is dead. Vulnerable potion. I'll skip. Oh, we've already got enough resource regeneration. Rest. Alright. Let's do this guy. Alright, do this. I don't really, there's no real point in doing anything else, so just keep R2. Take the 6 damage. Sleight of Flesh, Blade Strike, just gonna take 24 damage here, which is not really what I want to do. Well, I'd take 23 because Ozzy would soak 1. I'm gonna do this, that, so now I can get 2, and I also retain it. Yeah, that's a lot more damage than I wanted to take. This. Arse. Okay, good, that is now down to 1. I block and that. Twist. so that I can wisp. Throw this at him. Do some extra damage with the Doom. So you know what? I can just play out my whole hand. There we go. Heal for 30, but it's taking 18 damage every turn. This takes 7 additional damage, lots of dying. Don't really want to take any more because I'm already below half health, so I can play more than 3 cards per turn, it's fine. Alright, well. 2, 3. So he's still going to do 21 damage. If I bodyguard here, it's going to reduce the total damage that I take by 7, so I'll only take 3 damage this turn. Oh, plus the 6. Okay, good. Got the melancholy, so that's all of the damage negated. That's, I guess, just defend because you can only play 2 cards per turn. Yep, that slowly ticking up on him. Not attacking, so we can do this. Or 9 more damage, 8 more damage. Then just guess I'm not really gonna last too long. This keeps up. Do this. That's. That's. Other cards to play. Alright. 13 more. For the week. And actually, I should be able to. He's doing 27 damage this turn. I've got most of that covered. If I bodyguard here, that's going to take him up to 9 hit points for a total of 28. But then I also do take 14 damage just from the passive. So yeah, I think I'm going to need to do this here. Whenever you play a ethereal card, you can block. Whenever you play a card, apply 3 doom to the enemy. That's actually really nice, especially with it being 0 cost. So I can throw that out with Slay the Flesh. Every time I play a card, they take 9 damage. May not draw during your turn. I don't think I have too many draws right now. I think it's just the parse for draw 3. Yeah, just the parse for draw 3. Go with the fiddle, I guess. Haven't taken that one yet. I can't hit the merchant. Yeah, then this is just like a zigzag path up. So do that. I'm just not really a huge fan of fighting a bunch of elites. Nice. Summon 5. That's an additional point. points. 75 more. Defend. I guess I can just work on getting that out of the deck. Smack up. Can transfigure. But another ethereal summon 4 and gain 7 block, deal 9 damage. Deal 4 additional damage for each card drawn during your turn. It's not going to be very helpful at all because now I can't draw extra cards during my turn. Defy is good here. I don't have any X cards to benefit from that. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw 1 card. No, that's not going to be helpful. First time you gain block, card each combat, double the amount. That is pretty good, but that is most of my cash, and I'd rather get that out of the deck, because that doesn't do me any good anymore. I take this, and I can also grab all 3 potions. Yep, exactly. Down to 0. Because there's no more merchants throughout the rest of this run, so I do kind of wish that we were able to get possibly an additional floor. That would have been kind of interesting. Living on him. Sleight of Flesh. Boom. Doom. Yeah, just smacking him all over the place. Take that, this back up. This back up. Set a block. Take 0 damage this turn. Alright. Bone charge. Do that. Back up. Yeah, I'm good. Got 2 cards to hold on to for additional resources. Nice. That. And then I strike him. I might not even have to wait for that to actually take him out. Yep. Five damage for each ethereal card played this combat. Don't think I have enough ethereal to make that even work. Got, what, 2 of them? These 2? It seems like an ethereal run would have been pretty good. Um, Duplicator, that is actually pretty good. Take this off. So I've already got the card that does it. Normally I would jump at that chance to get all of the vial potions, but we don't have any more merchants to go for. Alright, so we got 31 hit points. Do have another rest stop here. I'm going to go ahead, just rest here, and then when we hit the next one, I can upgrade a card. Just much rather have as much hit points as I can, as fast as possible. Well, I can't play out the whole hand. He's doing 16 damage. 12 damage. Alright, so I will take no damage because Otzi will soak that last one. Do that. Fine. So I'm taking 18. Do that. So I take no damage at all this turn. Let's see. And then once it close up, there we go. Alright, Defiant. Good. So now we just need to survive the turn. 32, load him up. There we go, got him. Random skill. Kind of like the potions that I have right now. And I don't think I need anything else right now. We're good. Start of each combat 8 bigger. That'll be nice for the Defile Strikes. Go ahead. Or the Blade Strikes, I mean. Play 4 Doom for each card, or increase the damage that Slay the Flesh does. Having 2 weak per cast of that is not bad. 17 block is not bad as well. We'll do that. That's kind of my game plan at this point. Great. 16 Doom. But I just drew like all my resource regeneration and nothing to really use it with because I just got all blocks. He's just gonna summon. Alright, Slay the Flesh, good. Do that. Do this. Get that. Double my energy. Do this. Necromastery. Wisp up and okay. More defense. Great. That's this. Good. Now this is great. whenever you apply Doom, gain 2 block. So that's basically once I have countdown active, that's block every turn. Not a lot of block, but it's still block. Only costs 1, so it is kind of worth it. I'm just gonna bypass as many of the elites as I possibly can. Sure, upgrade 3 random cards. Oblivion, nice. The beetle. Alright. Slight flesh. Shroud. Do this. Kind of need to take the block potion. Bodyguard, which will basically soak all the damage that I would receive, and let Otzi die again. So now it's 1 cost for my stuff. Nice. Oblivion. Countdown. There we go. Block. Alright, that got him. Apply. Well, I can't draw any more cards, so that would normally be good, but I can't draw any more cards, so because of, what was it? The fiddle? Start of each turn, draw 2 additional cards, but you may not draw cards during your turn. Alright, well, we did get another merchant. So it deals 11 damage and vulnerable to all enemies. It's actually really nice. This is also pretty good, because the 2 vulnerable will make it so that, well, now this is actually worth it, because now I can apply vulnerable every turn. I can get both of these. It'll take me up to 25 cards. Because summon 2 next turn and gain 2 energy. It's rather helpful. And the 6 block plus the Doom. Biting. Oh, the experiment. Yeah. Gonna need kind of as much block as I possibly can get. Rest Up gets 16 hit points. It'll take me up to... Well, if I just go on, this gives me 25 hit points when I go for the boss, so that'll take me up to max anyway. So we can look at upgrading something. 3 block, whenever I use Doom, so that's every single turn, it's basically a 3 block. That's pretty good. Do that, I guess. Oh, nice, I got my engine right away. When I drink this, get a 3 power. At the start of your turn, add 1 random card to your hand, it gains Ethereal. Or at the start of your turn, add Sweeping Gaze into your hand, do 10 damage to a random enemy. Oh, we'll do that. Because now, whenever I get my... what's it called? My Abyss card just says, hey, guess what? Too bad. gonna set myself up here pretty good. That's what we'll do. This will do 19 damage and 19 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna take 22 damage, but yeah, my. Oh, he's already dead. All right. 16 damage. Do that. Alright, good. So now I can basically just do some setup stuff. This for that. So now I've always got 2 additional to sit on. This is always like one of my least favorite dorms. Nice. Alright, so now this does level up. I can do that for free. And then light. Bodyguard up. Days. Yep, we're all good. Alright. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to touch me if I can keep that up. So I'm gonna summon 2 next turn. Block for the hell of it. Damage. Oh, let me do this. 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 Alright, and he's dead. Alright, Doom still does go through that, so fine. Bunch of block, 75, and return the damage. Light strike, some phase for free. Additional defense. Good. Nice. Oblivion, Sweeping Gaze, free, block, free, with additional energy, block for 5 additional hit points, double play that. Yep, I'm already at more than enough to survive the turn, for 0 damage, there we go. Alright, good. Melancholy for free. That. I'm gonna apply all the burn that he wants. It's fine. Some additional. Good. And hopefully I can just finish him off this one turn. Nice. Oblivion. Do this. 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 Yeah, didn't even need to wait for the Doom. And I still had 1 duplicator left. Alright. First run of the night, I actually managed to win. Architect, you killed my parents, you killed my friend, you killed my life. I did what I must to maintain order. Alright. 1488. Alright. 1 epoch and two new relics. Alright. Annihilator. And some new relics. Alright, whenever you play, it costs 3 or more. Gain 1. At the start of each combat, add 2 random ethereal cards to your hands. At the end of each turn, lower the cost of a random retained card by 1 until play. That's pretty interesting. Alright, well, that was the Necrobinder. I don't know, I think the Necrobinder is actually pretty easy to play with. Just because they have like very obvious synergies. The defect can get a little rough, just because the way that I like to try to play him is just by like using orbs and relying a lot on defense. But it typically doesn't really work out too well for me. I have done what is it? A status build with Compactor, which is kind of fun because Compactor takes all the statuses that you build up and that are currently in your hand and turns them all into fuel, which allows you to draw an additional card. It's actually kind of fun, rather than it just being kind of like a card that just sits in your hand and does nothing. Silent, Silent's kind of fun. That's when you do Silent. Kind of like to keep them all balanced and kind of on an even playing field. Next one, boss drops 2 relics. Every rest at a rest site. Raise your max HP by 5. That's actually pretty nice. Well, let's see. I can get to a merchant pretty quick. I can actually get to a couple of merchants pretty quick. Get to a rest area, yeah. So we can get to a merchant pretty quick. So I guess I can take the 333 gold. Let's do this. Get rid of that immediately. Well, that is ethereal, so it would have gone away anyway. But less than a week. Strike. Why am I already missing like 15 health? Apply 7 poison. Backlip is also really nice. I do like the Slay cards though. We'll do Backlip. That's basically just a better defense. Oh, okay. Oh no, I wish I would have taken the Slay card. Oh wait, it's ethereal, or it's eternal, isn't it? Yeah, it's eternal. It's unplayable and eternal, not ethereal. Alright. Well, that just means getting more discard. Delay damage for additional damage for each card discarded this turn. Yeah, we do that. And the Slay card. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Rest max health. At the end of your turn without block, gain 6 block. Rather than do that, let's just remove the card out of the deck. Which I've already got Backlip, so we can get rid of 1 block. Good. Just kind of keep making our way up here. 105 gold. Well, I try to avoid as many elites as possible, so take the 7 damage. Alright, nice. Do this, do that. exactly enough to keep my health the entire turn. This. Great, now I get that damage. Nice. Get rid of that. Double damage. Neutralize him. Flip. Each skill in your hand, which kind of nice, but actually no, I've got what? That's 4, 5, 6, 7 skills. Got way more attacks, but I'll take more dodge. Go ahead and remove. Deal 8 damage, apply 1 weak. The extra slide is actually nice. God, I wish I was doing more shivs, but I haven't really gotten any shivs. Take out that. What's the next rest area? Right here. It's after 2 fights. So, I guess we can build up a card. Get better prepare. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. This, click black. Cards I'm going to discard anyway. There we go. Finish him off. Nice and easy. Bonus potion. I guess we can get flechettes. Anything else? No, there's Slay cards. Or you draw a card during your turn, that's actually really good. I do have enough for both of these, so... Shrink that just a little bit. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards and draw that many. It's actually really nice, especially with the card that deals more damage equal to the number of cards I've discarded this turn. That's... Sure. Do this. And discard click black. Block. Nice, 28 damage right there. And of course I draw this when I have no cards. Good here. Deal damage equal to the number of cards played this turn. Good. That's 7 damage. 0. I'm gonna take 14 now. This, that's, and just finish them off. regen potion. Really helpful. Nice. The abrasive reslay card that gives me dexterity and does exhaust itself, doesn't it? No, I can do it multiple times, I guess. No, it's a power. So once you use the power's done. Get the rest. Get some HP back. She's a power. I can drop 2 cards off of it. Which I kind of want to do for the abrasive. Which I think the abrasive and speeds are the only 2 that I can actually get it. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh. Both of those. So I might draw more skills. No. That. This. Just go with that. 20 damage. Alright. So I can only play 1 skill per turn. It's a power skill. There's a skill. So that. Neutralize, reduce the damage I take. 3. Nice. Four times. Got him. Draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. Take that. More cards to discard. Nice. So we're gonna discard that, do all that stuff. Nice. Yeah, so I can just deal with the 2 that are gonna deal damage. And then the last one, deal the next turn. Easy peasy. This turn your next skill displayed an extra time. Momentum Mori is actually probably better for here. Fighting. This guy, I do kind of want to rest, just because don't get enough damage on him. When he explodes, he doesn't do all damage. Do that, do that. This is going to be damage. Better than what I currently have. Alright, do that. Try 2. This, try 2 more. Both those. And then 2 damage. Draw until we have 6. Pair. Double click black. We'll Sheds for 15 damage. That for 16 more. Already down to below half health. as I can. For 36 damage. 2. Sorry, that's. 2. That's. Sorry, that's. 16 damage. I recover 15, but that's fine. Should be able to do that hopefully the next turn. Yeah. 42 damage. Alright, I can survive that. He's not gonna blow up this turn, he's gonna blow up next turn. Well. Okay, so I can weaken that at least. So I'm gonna take 19 damage. That hurt. Another abrasive. That's actually really nice. Deal 1 damage, deals 1 damage for each card drawn this combat. That's actually really nice, but more Sly. So now I can have 8 thorns and 2 dexterity. 2 relax to your deck. Next turn, draw 2 cards, gain 2 energy. Oh, that's the one that does for the exhaust. Doubles block. Well, I haven't done the horn yet, so we'll do that. I am sitting on a little bit of money, but not really enough to warrant me specifically seeking out a merchant. I could go up this way, come back around, keep going, and I can hit a couple, and then end up with a merchant near the end, instead of having to do a fight and trying to figure out if I want to rest or not. So let's discard that, that, So yeah, that does 32 damage. Discard that. Deal 36, or more. So I'll take 3. I'll deal 36 damage. Nice, do this. Oh, I should have done the speedster first. Alright, so he attacked me twice. He does. Alright, good. Any attack should finish him off. Or even just drawing cards. 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times. Take that, I guess. I guess the Bonesy. The least offensive one. Do I want more question marks now or fights? I guess we can do more question marks. that. That. Speedster. This. For that. And probably gonna play backflip, so. This is gonna give me 6 block. Good. Good. You gotta draw some extra cards. No discard cards though. It's fine. Dagger throw, another discard card. Whenever you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. I'll just take the gold. Not my favorite enemy. Discard that, discard that. Both of those, and relax. Nice, I got the bear. More. That. Alright. That's just cover that. And 44 damage. Great. That's 6 block, that does help. So I'm gonna take, what, 13 damage here, but he should actually take himself out. No, I think we're good. Do need to hit that rest stop. Discard that, both those. Flip to draw 2 cards. Alright, good. I can do that. Discard Ricochet. Do get the dagger through though. Do this. Fire 2 more cards. Do those. Elements, I guess. phase at least. Thinking, but that doesn't do anything. There we go. Discard your hand, draw that many cards. I'll take that. Definitely need to rest here. Alright. Potions always appear. Comic rewards. Okay, that's nice. Not a fan of these guys. Oh yeah, let's discard that. That. Fantastic. Drink the regen potion. Do that. I can just take one of these guys out. Take out that one. Strike that one. Start regaining 10 points here. Dagger throw. Just finish him off. I regained 5 hit points out of that, but I do also get the potion reward. Another second potion. 2 more draw, discard 2 cards, add 2 shivs. Take that. The chest, alright, more hit points at the start of combat. Do need to rest, I'm low half health. Alright, beetle guy. Discard that. I guess. This. That's strike. So I'm doing 6 damage now. I'm gonna just drink this potion because I don't really need to hold on to a bunch of those. Oh, and I got that. Let's just do this for now. Yeah, he's just turtling this turn. Discard 2 cards to that. Discard 2 more cards. I'm gonna take 7 damage. Dagger throw. Discard that. 7 more damage. actually finish him off. Nice, another regen potion. That's nice, but I don't think I have enough stuff that makes shivs, just this. So, just kind of keep on the Slay plan. They just really want me on that abrasive. I mean, yeah. 150. Then I could probably take both of these. That's 150. That's 225, 227. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take out a strike. I'm not really playing those. Do that and that. More stuff that if I just draw it at the beginning of the turn, I just get to discard it, get free value out of it. There we go. Nice. Alright. Do that, strike, relax it. I'm not going to relax on the first turn. I guess but that's going to give me 2 more discards. Discard that. Good. I block for next turn. 3 damage. 36. Does drawing 1 fewer cards do anything for me? Well, I mean, I've got the abrasive, so I do have additional dexterity. Get this against her. That. So I'm only taking 1 damage this turn. Well, 7 damage. And great, I drew both abrasives. Do this. Get 3 energy next turn. Taking a lot of damage for free. Do this. Start those. It's not really good to use that right now. Start the regenerate process, I guess. Start that. That. Okay, now that's actually really good to use the calculated gambit. You can do that. This. Defense back up. Got her to about half health. Taking 1 damage. Nice. Oh, nice. That's gonna let me draw 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Weaken doesn't really do anything here. Damage. 60 damage. No, I definitely need to play more than 3 cards per turn. We're at 13 damage per turn. No, then I just eat another 14 damage. Discard both of those. 7 block for this turn. 16 for damage. God, I'm taking like 30 damage. Yeah, he's taking 36 different though. Dagger throw. That's backflip. That's oh no, I'm already blocking 26. Do this so I can get rid of those two. Get free 8 block. Draw out 2 ships. Draw 6 more cards. Or 5 more cards. And then just end him. Alright. Draw 1 card at the start of your next 3 turns. That's gonna be pretty nice. Fan of Knives. That's another good one. Double skills. Do I have any double skills that I really want? I mean, doubling up on like preparation. Calculated gambit too. That'd actually be kind of nice. So yeah, it's 1 cost. Allows me to double up 1 casts. I've got the experiment again. Alright. Get an additional energy. Unplayable, innate, and eternal. A thorough copy of the first attack you play each turn. You'll do that. Alright, how do I want to go about doing this? The only merchants that we have are just surrounded by elites. Because either you have to go through this elite to get to this one, and then this one after that, or this elite to get to that one to then get another elite after that. So no more merchants basically for this run. Then I guess the question is, so even for this merchant here, you'd still end up fighting that elite. We could go here, 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 grab the rest, or upgrade. Here, 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 do another fight, grab another rest or upgrade, do 1 more fight, and then grab another rest or upgrade. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Alright, yep. All these Sly all get discarded. Did block 2. Speedster. Calculate ample. Most of this health is already gone. Alright, fair. Start with these 2. Trigger throw. Start tactician. Nice. Got the ethereal copy. This. Discard that, because now that it's in the graveyard, there we go, 3, discard needed. Alright, gonna deal 8 damage to himself. Block, that should, no, not quite. Yeah, it takes 15 damage for free. I mean, we won the fight. Still, that's 15 damage. Okay. Outbreak or blur. Acrobatics. Definitely taking acrobatics. Attacker skill. Skill, I guess. Draw 3 cards. We'll definitely take that. I do have to be very careful about the cards that I had at this point. Alright, discard that, that. Acrobatics, that. Survivor. 7 damage to all enemies. 32 takes out that guy. I'd have enough block to cover his damage. And he's almost dead. Alright. This. Well, this allows me to get rid of him, so that's that's nice. Strength potion. Yeah, I'm gonna discard this, take the strength potion instead. I think we're good. Which way do I want to go? We can get 3 question marks in a row. Or I can do a fight, rest, and another fight. Do the question marks. It's a fight. Discard one of those, discard that, that, do this, so that's a bunch of discard cards. Do that, get the extra block, that's enough to take him out with the attacks. Do the prepare, that, playable. Block damage. We're gonna get more potions anyway. That way. Yep, we have the 3 points. Takes himself out. Really, 3 relax, or both my relaxes. Alright, well. 2 extra energy next turn. 2 more. And just movement up and finish them off. 5-6 poison. Acrobatics plus. Question mark. Another immediate fight. Do that. That. Second burst. That. Draw a whole bunch of cards. Six. 36. Pretty good. Yeah, slime's gonna be annoying. We do this. Gonna do a second one. Do that. So that's what, 12? Yeah, we're gonna be good. Oh, nice. Speedster. I don't need to do anything else this turn. Just ruining the consistency of my deck. I should be dealing quite a bit of damage himself. Yeah. Triple attack. Another abrasive, really? I mean, why not? More likely that I will get it in the future. Can I get something that's not a monster fight? Alright, transform this. First block. Alright. So, first block each combat. Oh, this is gonna be real painful. Yeah, that's be considered me playing it. This. Drop the untouchable. This. Drop that. Let's have enough damage even with it. And then That's 64 damage. Yep, he took 16 damage. Neutralize him again. Less damage. Start both of those. Okay, that flip is what I needed. Yep. And those thorns are saving me at this point. Skill potion. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. God, they're just like loading me up. Now if I don't want to fight the elite, I have to go for another fight. I've only got 6 hit points, so I guess I'm gonna have to go fight the elite. With the last strike on the deck. Yeah, that's all I can do. Speedster. That'll be nice. What's that? Nice. Nice. Alright. Oh, just outdrew him. Alright. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Its cost becomes 0. I mean, like, Strangle is ridiculous with this. No, I think I've got 36 cards in the deck. I don't think I need any more. Oh, these guys. Get rid of that. That's. Damage to all of them. No, I can't burst it. Okay, good. Did get a draw. Two additional shivs. Take that one out. Put a card from my discard into my hand, which probably would be that. It costs 0. No, 24. I'll do this. Acrobatics. That. Prepared. Do that and that. Okay, good. One of them's down. This guy's gonna be taking most of his health just in attacking me. Alright. Well. Got him. Ghost in a jar. Gain 1 intangible. That'll definitely come in handy. Every 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That is actually super helpful. I don't need any of that. Good. Alright, well. Well, let's see how bad this is going to turn out for me. Let's go that. Actually, nope, I can't drink it right now. Well, we'll get another chance. So, drink that. 2 strength. Alright. Acrobatics. Well, this is actually probably better to... Dagger throw. That one. Alright, we're good. 50 damage. He's gonna attack me, he's gonna take himself out. Alright, so this is just a setup turn then. Yeah, I can't do any damage to him, so he's just gonna sit in the discard pile. Alright, so let's drink this. Draw a speedster. Discard everything. Draw the same number of cards. Take the intangible 1 here because I can do this. Get a whole bunch of extra block. I can do this. Deal a whole bunch of extra damage. There we go. Now I can break through my block. Takes 16 damage in return for every single hit. This, drop 3. Drop that. Shiv him. Shiv him again. 2 cards. Additional card. Discard that. We're up to 18. Discard 2. Discard that and that. Alright, some more block for me. Do it to 26, or not quite enough to block all the damage. But take 5. Focus on surviving this turn and then trying to basically draw him out next turn. Don't weaken him. draw a bunch of additional cards. Draw 3. Or actually draw 4. Get the additional point back. Get some more weakened. It's a skill, so I can burst that. So next turn I'll get, what, 4 cards? So do 7 damage 3 times. Yeah, because I'm already blocking all the damage that he can do. Let's do this. Discard. Actually, no. Discard both of those. Take no damage this turn. Back to intangible, that's fine. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Both of these thrown out. Do this. Actually, no, it's fine. That's a bunch of discard with no payoff. Black. 3, discard that. Some additional block. So I'm going to take a little bit of damage here. Yeah, he took a lot of damage there. Alright, take 15 damage. Oh yeah, this is just a bunch of weak. Alright, well, if he doesn't become intangible, he's basically dead. If I get a really lucky draw, then he's also dead. That's 13, he's going to be doing 30. Yeah, I think it just ends himself. The first hit, yep. Alright. Oh. Another good run, actually. Huh, die. Alright. All that, discovered 1 relic. Pale's Horn. Alright, let's take a look here. Relic collection. 2 unknown relics there. relic that I haven't gotten. A lot of stuff from like all the specific entities. Some specific event relics. I'm still missing some stuff. I guess we can do like one more run. So those two guns are either the Ironclad or the Regent. Not a huge fan of the Ironclad, but I mean 6 hit points recovery every single turn. Does actually do pretty good work. 2 random relics, obtain a random rare card whenever you rest. 2 random relics, get 2 extra. Every time you play 10 skills, you gain 7 block, and start of each combat 3 threats. Pretty good. And then we got the 3 little guys. Oh, just right away, just merchant. Probably should have checked before. Yeah, it doesn't look like any way that I can go doesn't hit me into an elite fight. But I can come back down this way, kind of just like the zigzag around it. I can skip the first merchant, I guess. Yeah, I'm starting out with 64 out of 80 hit points. Oh, is that because, so when you go to Ascension 2, they only recover you 80% of your hit points rather than the full 100%, so you start out with 64 instead of 80. Hit him with a couple of slashes. Don't block. You need to take 3 damage just for hitting me anyway. Alright, well, just protect my hit points as much as possible. Alright, and then there we go. Power potion. So whenever you gain block this turn, deal 5 damage to the enemy. Breakthrough, lose 1 HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies, or headbutt, deal 9 damage. Let's do breakthrough. We're gonna skip the first couple of merchants here. Actually, 110 gold. We can actually hit the first merchant here. Could do this and remove a card. Block. That's one less for each attack played. Let's see here. I don't think I'm going to upgrade any strikes or anything, but upgrading breakthrough is pretty good, especially for the first enemy set that we're coming up against. Offering is actually really good. This will just recover a bunch of hit points. Yeah, we'll take the offering. And then we can upgrade it. Draw 5 cards. Let's do that right away. Alright. So, dash. Strike you. Strike you again. Or blood roll, I guess. gain 20 additional gold. Alright. Or 20% additional gold. Go this way. Try to grab some more stuff. Take a look at the deck. I really wish that I could reduce the cost of these down to 1 because you're already paying life to get it to go. But... Alright. Well, if I'm paying life, I might as well get 4 blocks or 4 defenses out of it. Bash him. Smack him. Smack him again. Finish him. 7 block exhaustive random card. Just place more blocks. Some damage, 12 damage. So hit that one, hit that one. Takes 2 of them. 3 slimes. First time I'm seeing this one. There we go. Deal 5 damage and an additional time for each time you've lost. I mean, that's perfect. Taking a bunch of HP loss cards. Well, I'm taking a bunch of damage here. Power potion. Inferno, I'll take that. This. Regen potion, definitely could use that. Sure. Need about as much block as I can get. Let's see here. Nice thing is this doesn't exhaust either. So choose a skill enchant. No, I'm just gonna sharpen something. Sharpen this to deal 15 damage to all of them. Alright, well, let's see how bad this is going to turn out for me. Got a shield. Damage out. Let's go ahead and drink this. Break it. Knock off. basically just nullify the 2 small turns. Let's see what this exhausts. Exhausted strength. So I can deal 50 damage, I can just take one of these guys out. Okay, good. Took out a block. Hit him 15 times for 3 damage. First. Oh, that's 2. Never mind. Well, I can at least stop all this. Get it back for 9. There we go. Yeah. Vulnerable potion. Whenever card is exhausted, exhaust your hand. Block is not removed. So wait, exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage. Now we're gonna just have to skip all that. Feels bad to skip a rare draw, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Alright, well, a couple of merchants here. If I go this way, I can actually hit 2 of them. Do get 20% more gold, so... last time the relaxes didn't really do much for me. I can do that. Get random relics just by sacrificing stuff. What more? Bunch of damage. There we go. Fashion. I'll just sacrifice that. Common relic is fine. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. I mean, that would have been great for that would have been great for the silent run that I just did. Alright. No longer get regular enemy combats. Good. Fashion. Just start wailing on him. He's gonna be vulnerable for next turn. So 5, so 7 damage 4 times, it's 28. Protect the hit points, I guess. Alright. Another breakthrough or battle trance. More breakthrough, I guess. Fight me. I don't have enough for any of the relics. You want to remove another block, but I don't need that many. Let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different block sources. Slightly less than a third. Got a bunch of damage sources. I mean, Fight Me is good for like my big AoE hits. That's a big part of it. Allows me to upgrade a card. Draw 6 cards. Get the breakthrough. Get a better bash. Take 7 damage. Good. Damage is going to take 4 more turn. Awful Strike's really good, but I'm just going to sacrifice that. Get Unsettling Lamp each combat. First time you play a card that debuffs an enemy doubles the effect. So Bash just is better Bash. With 2 strikes for an ultimate strike. I'm going to do that because I don't want to go too low on my block sources. Go. I have enough to do anything here. Great, now I get the thing that gives me HP when I go to the merchant. Do this. 135. I'm gonna go rest anyway, so as well. Nice. take the hidden gem. Alright, let's start with that, do that. He's gonna end up dying. This. 3 damage. Bash him. 6 damage. Check cards. Strike the face twice. That's bash now hits twice. Nice. Strike. Block. Break bash. So it has to play 2. Take 8 damage here though. Stomp him. Do floor damage twice. Exhaust a random card in your hand and add its damage to this card. Sacrifice that. Total damage to everyone can be thrown at the merchant for 100. Take the random uncommon potion. It's actually really nice. I'll take that. Rest up. Alright, well, let's see if I can survive this. I don't know if I have enough damage to do it. I don't know if I have enough block to do it. Let's do it. That, upgrade that permanently. Turn. Deal 6 damage with it. Adding anger. Nice. Alright, so I lose HP. On my turn, gain 1 strength. That's... Alright, that was a nice big hit. Take 3 damage from the turn. For that. So now I get to choose what gets exhausted. Take 3 damage. Deal 3 damage. Nice. Nice. I'm just gonna keep the vulnerable on him. More damage, I guess. That's... What has my replay? The stomp does. That makes huge damage there. Well, 2 angers make stomp practically free. That's 100 damage. No, it's more than 100 damage because he had vulnerability. It's 50% bonus damage. Alright. I got him. Block potion. Two punch, because that's gonna make that where is it? That Terra Asunder. That's gonna kind of go pretty nuts. 2 curses, 3 wishes. Start of each combat, add 1 to 5 random cards to your hand and retain the add retain to the chosen card. Sure. Alright, well, there's the straight line, which is basically just do some fights and fight an elite at the end. Yeah, the only way I can get to a merchant is through an elite. Except for that. I guess we can do that way. So we can go here, here, here. So we can do that. Bloodletting. And double breakthrough. One wall. Strike. Take 1 damage here. Smash that guy, he's done. Good. These guys deal more damage to himself than I'm doing to him. Nice. Sacrifice that. Gives us Red Mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. Nice for a Soul Sacrifice build. I don't want to take this one. The problem is that it's going to be a whole turn, and against these guys, the whole turn is max hit points loss. Gain 20 block, it's going to be enough to stop the whole thing. So we'll do that, and then big strike this guy. Great. Yeah. Yeah, that's 4 max hit points gone. Break. Great. Yeah, I can't even stop this guy from hitting me. Oh, no. Just gonna take him out. Last guy isn't gonna hit me, though. Where was this so much earlier? just what I needed. Fighting at the end. Another one. Seriously? It's a third one. It's either this or take out a card. I think the dexterity is probably going to be pretty helpful. Take me up to full. I have to do at least 2 fights before the next rest. I've got 2 block potions, so I guess we can smith here. Do more Inferno. Crimson Mantle, another one that I kind of needed for this build. This. Right, they're both focusing on buffing. Really? Nice. Get a double block now. I don't want to take 3 damage, but could be worse. There we go, there's the Inferno. I'll buff them out and get both of them with some damage. My replay going. Rupture. Alright, both going for the gate. Nice. Both going for the upgrade, but both of them got taken out. Survive this next turn. Let's see. One's out. Yeah, 14 strength. Another 1-2 punch. How many more fights do I have? Got at least 2 more. Take the 1-2 punch. Stonecracker. At the start of boss combats, upgrade 3 random cards in your draw pile. Yeah, I'm not gonna duplicate the deck. We'll do. Alright, nice. My special breakthrough got upgraded. That's not gonna help. One of my AoE attacks. Alright, well. Just drink all the blocks, I guess. Yeah, he's gonna die with the first hit. Alright. There. We're gonna sacrifice that. Definitely need to rest. 2 more fights. Alright, take away all their artifact immediately. Take brand. Immediately. Let's also strike. Block, I guess. There we go. Could 1-2 punch this. We'll do what, 26? Not really enough. Rupture. Great. Yep, 22 more damage. Alright. This ain't going too much. Start each combat with 1 strength. Wow, it's these guys. Hellraiser is nice. I'll take the Inflame. It's 12, 27. Takes 6 damage here. This. Inferno going. Smack that guy. Great, 15 damage, and I don't have enough block to stop it. Yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah. Alright, well we had 2 good runs at least. HP block though. Whenever you lose HP in combat, gain 3 block next turn. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. And the first time you lose HP on your turn, heal equal to that amount. Oh, that, like, all of these would have been great if I had just had it in that run. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and we'll call it there for today. We did 3 rounds, managed to make it to the top place, so pretty good all considered. But that'll do it for today. I'll be back again tomorrow. Probably going to be doing a little bit of a different game, but it should be fun. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone who followed, subscribed, liked, all that good stuff. Really appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing everyone next time we play. And have a good night.